In this video, we're going to be talking about the new Met Office Air Quality Data Portal. I'm joined by two experts, Lucy, Neal and Elle Smith. Thank you for being here. It's a great new resource for people who are interested in pollutants and air quality across the UK. Do you want to just introduce yourselves and tell us what you guys do?
Yeah, so we're both scientists in the Atmospheric Dispersion and Air Quality group here at the Met Office. So our group develops the tools that are used for predicting the spread of atmospheric pollutants and other harmful materials, and we also are responsible for the air quality forecast system here. And Lucy and I are part of the team that have been building the air quality data portal.
So Lucy, what is the Met Office Air Quality Data Portal?
So the portal is a free, publicly available website which has been built in order to enable users easily access air quality information and to access historical air quality data. So it's been built with using a lot of mapping software in order to enable people to easily access and visualise the data. So it's been funded under the Clean Air programme, of which the Met Office is a co-lead. This has been funded by the UKRI, which is UK Research and Innovation. So this is a multi-partner priority project for them.
So Elle, what can you find on the portal?
Yeah, so the portal has a range of information about air quality and also signposts towards other useful resources such as our air quality forecast. We have a catalogue of historic air quality data that covers from 2003 to 2019 that users can download, or they can use on the portal itself with these mapping tools to develop their own graphs and maps of the data. We have pre-built apps that allow users to easily explore the whole data set. And we also have a set of what are called story maps, which use text and graphs and interactive apps to explain different aspects of air quality. So these cover topics such as pollution emissions, large historic pollution episode events in the UK, and the differences in air quality between urban and rural environments in the UK.
And who is it for? Who do you envisage using this?
Yeah, so we've designed it for a wide range of users really. So it could be academic researchers or health professionals who are interested in air pollution and their health impacts, and they might want to make use of the long historical period that we've got on there. It can be used by central or local governments or officers or air quality professionals, so they might want to make use of the regional information we've got on there. And finally, it's all been designed for use by the general public, so for example as an educational resource.
And where does the data come from?
So the data all comes from the Met Office's air quality reanalysis dataset. So we've produced this using the air quality forecast system and then combined the model data with observations of different pollutants so that we get a better representation of air pollution across the whole of the UK. So this dataset gives us concentrations of pollutants for every hour from 2003 to 2019, and we use that to generate monthly and yearly averages that go onto the data portal for our users. And there's also a story map on the portal that gives full details of the reanalysis dataset if anyone wants to find out more about that.
So there's a lot of information available. How do you envisage people using it?
So we'd quite like to just talk you through some examples of ways in which we might use it. So one of the first ones is we've got various applications on there where we can use to visualise the data. So the first one here was showing gridded concentrations across the UK, and you can also see a graph there of the time series of the trends over the UK over the last 17-year period. So for example, if we look at SO2, we can select you can see the whole UK and the map of it, or you can select a location, for example here, and you can see the downward trend of sulphur dioxide over that period.
We also have concentrations on a regional scale, so if you're perhaps interested in looking at what the air pollution has been like in your region, you can select it from the map to bring up the information for that region and graphs that are relevant for that area. And some of our apps also have filtering tools where you can set a limit and then you can see on the maps when and where the concentrations might have exceeded those limits.
And finally, we've got a lot of different what we call story maps on here. This enables users to learn a bit more about air quality and what's going on. So the example here we've got is the difference in air quality between urban and rural environments. So we've got, for example, some text explaining it. We're looking at things like pollution sources, but then we've also got maps and interactive apps as well, where you can have a look at the concentrations varying across the UK.
And you can find all of this information. The data portal is available to anyone to use. The link is on the screen, and we'll also put a link in the description as well. We'd love your feedback and your comments about it too.